Hey, Steve Zook here. Welcome back to Pokesue channel. And what I want to talk about today is the guitar ladder system that I have reinvented the art of learning guitar, which I really have. Folks, you can't learn to be more musical. You can't wake up the artist within. You cannot wake up the creativity within with a bunch of formulas and a really strict left brain type approach, okay? You need to experience tension and resolution. You need to experience the way chords connect and how they sound, okay? You need to experience the 10 different systems of improvisation, and that's what the guitar ladder system does for you. I've been teaching for 35, 40 years. I've experimented with lots of different methods, and I found that when you get people improvising all up and down the fretboard with chords especially, I do single note studies as well, but with chords, it just really opens up the musical ear. So what you need to understand is that your own subconscious mind is going to start piecing things together. You don't need, my wife and I looked at a whole bunch of guitar books we had a couple nights ago, and it just, even Joe Pass said if you want to really expand your musicianship, he said, well, you need to work on, chord melody. He wasn't the most verbal guy in the world. What he really meant to say was chordal improvisation. Learn to get around your guitar with different ways of putting chords together, because you're learning musical sentences, and you pick up, your brain picks up the interior and exterior movement of chords. So what I teach is real guitar, okay? What does it take for you to make massive progress with the guitar ladder system? Don't question it. Put your ego on. I know it sounds like, like if you study martial arts, they'll tell you when you walk in the dojo, put your ego on the back burner. It's true. If you really want the most possible growth and you love guitar, there's nothing even close to the guitar ladder system out there. Because my cycles, you get 250 studies. I send them to you one or two at a time so you can absorb them. You're automatically going to learn the 10 systems of improvisation, like diatonic, chromatic, common tone, intervallic, symmetry, secondary dominant, flat 5 sub, contrary motion. But all these systems are intertwined inside my chord studies. Like here, you learn about smooth voice leading. You learn about shading, okay? And so what I'm trying to explain is that I've actually developed a system where your subconscious mind soaks this up, okay? The guitar ladder system is what you're looking for in an innovative and organic, natural guitar instruction system that really works. There's no busy work involved, and it takes years and years to develop something like this. So, if you're serious about getting some real progress, my suggestion is just order it. You can go to stevezookguitars.com, order on the right side of the page. If you want to send me, I'm going to do something new though. If you want samples of the guitar ladder system, I'd like to have your phone number because I want to touch bases with you. I'm not going to pressure you, but I want to answer your questions. And it seems easier for me to explain this to people on the phone sometimes than trying to do this just in emails, okay? But I've really got something special here, folks. It's not BS. I've really put in the work, and I've got something very special that actually works. And like I said, I studied with Horace Hatchett, who taught Howard Roberts how to play when he was a young man in Arizona. Howard Roberts started the GIT, which is now Musicians Institute in Hollywood, one of the most successful guitar music schools in the world. Of course, Howard Roberts was one of the greatest players ever. I studied 4 times with his teacher, Horace Hatchett. I also studied with Joe Pass. But all my chord studies are going to open up your musical ear. They're going to feed your musical mind. They're going to make your musical ear hungry, and it's going to start piecing things together. I give your subconscious mind the tools that it needs to begin to understand the language of music. So like I have to laugh when I get these emails from some guitar instruction companies like, Power Chord Weekend or whatever. I mean, everything is there and it's fine. But if you're serious about getting more out of the time that you play guitar, and you just don't want busy work, and by the way, my system is not just for jazz, it's for any style of music you want to play. I write all kinds of music. I'm into fusion stuff, I'm into some flamenco stuff, I do a lot of altered tuning on solo acoustic guitar, and I just love music in general, right? But look at it like the guitar ladder system is like fertile soil for your musical mind. It really works, folks. And you can email me at pokesue@gmail.com if you want a couple samples. I'm going to ask you to include your phone number, so if I want to touch bases, I can. And it's a fun thing to go through. Nothing feels better than to start making progress on guitar. And unfortunately, there's just not that much material out there. There's just not, that's diminished, to augmented. There's not much material out there that has the chordal studies which are going to really open up your musical head. Okay, so I really have reinvented guitar instruction, and I've designed a program that teaches the subconscious mind. You're not going to learn to be a better guitar player and make a quantum leap by a bunch of structured theories and this and that, okay, a bunch of busy work. You need to, it'd be like if I was trying to tell you what the color silver looked like. If I'm trying to tell you what the color, let's say, purple looks like, you know, I can talk till I'm blue in the face, but it's not going to mean anything, right? You need to experience. You need to experience, see that color. What's the same thing? Your musical mind needs to see, feel, hear tension and resolution. You know, how it sounds when chords are put together in different ways. And so like something like this. And again, it doesn't matter what style of music you want to do, you still need to wake up your musical head, okay? So I mean, if you're serious about it, don't make a big deal out of $199. It's seriously, folks, like getting 10 grand or more in guitar instruction material. It really works. My CDs reviewed at vintageguitar.com. Go to vintageguitar.com, put in Steve Zook, and you can read the review of my CD. Mr. Stephen Stone, who's bought 3 or 4 guitars from me, by the way, calls me a prodigious composer and player. I'm the real deal, folks. And the guitar ladder system is a real system, okay? It's just, you need to just trust the system, put your ego on the back burner. It's kind of like musical meditation. I'm going to immerse your subconscious mind in all the material that you need in order to grow, okay? And it works. So you can either waste time with a bunch of bullshit out there. I'm being a little blunt, I know, but it's true. Or you can do something that actually works, okay? My guitar system actually works. So if you want to make real progress, if you want to get the most out of the time that you play guitar, you want to wake up your creativity within, wake up the artist within, I suggest you go to stevezookguitars.com and order my system. If you want a couple samples, send me an email to pokesue@gmail.com. Please put your phone number in so I can touch bases if I want, and I appreciate it, and we'll go from there. All right, folks, take care. Bye-bye. And I'm a distributor. I sell all the Laura guitars and the Recording King.